Okay, so this is going to be a two-in-one video. You're going to see me doing the unboxing for the 41 packs up here or maybe over there. So you can watch that at the same time while we do a little bit of a market update on Dragon Ball Fusion World and its insane spike. So for one, a manga booster case now is asking for 5K, which is absolutely insane, by the way. You know, like buying this at 2100 I guess is acceptable with how much stuff is in SB01, but this is just crazy, right? And I'm sure reprints aren't coming, right? This is completely finished. So I mean, I guess this is it. So if you really want a steel case, it's going to be 5K now. The hype I think on Dual Evolution is crazy good because the I think it was just leaked on X. Okay, as I was saying, so these god rares for the new Dual Evolution's actually crazy good. Like these are beautiful cards. Like I'm gonna I'm gonna empty my wallet trying to get these. Um, it's really hard to say that this price is justified because after seeing this, like, now you're like, oh, and you're on that hype train. It's very common for things to just drop right after it comes, but you're taking a risk. If these get bought out and no one has them, then you're gonna see this past 2K, and then that's it. You're just gonna have to wait to buy singles. Um, but moving on, right? This is such a high pre-order price. Manga Booster 2 skyrocketed. You could have gotten these for what, 15? Not even 15. Yeah, 16. You could have gotten them for a lot less last month. I saw like 12, 13.99. Some people were listing them at, and now they're more than double. So that's crazy. I don't recommend it. Well, I would say if you really want sealed products, then this is probably going to be it, right? Especially with the, what was it, 480 million investment. Okay, here we go. So Toei Animation has launched a massive $450 million 10-year investment plan to expand global anime production, heavily focusing on elevating the Dragon Ball franchise, right? So this is not just the card game, obviously. It's anime plus games plus everything around. 10-year plan, hiring local artists, internationally expanding global. A specific 130 mil is designated over 5 years for global initiatives overseas. I mean, like this by itself, right? This by itself is already a big indicator that these are gonna go up. I'm not saying One Piece levels. I'm not saying it's gonna even get close to what Pokemon is, but there's a very, very big chance that Pokemon people just get fed up with. People get tired of scalping. People get so sick of One Piece and local game stores, being in on it. Like local game stores are also scalpers. That's what people don't talk about. Okay, they're in on it too. They're trying to pad up their own wallets. They're withholding a lot of things to sell on the side. Okay, they're not innocent in all of what's going on at One Piece. But I think a lot of people will branch out. I think TCG, right? TCG is supposed to have like 7 to 10% growth return over the long haul. I think within different IPs, you can see much faster growth, but over the long term, you're supposed to see like 7 to 10% growth on the collectibles, specifically the TCG markets. And I think we're gonna see it pretty big here in Dragon Ball. I think people are already kind of noticing, like, hey, look, some of these they're really hard to pull. The game's pretty decent. The artwork is amazing. I mean, like, I feel so bad for not picking this up. I could have picked up a PSA 10 for much less. Some of this stuff was like not like this thing you could have got for like $400, $300, and now they're all scalped to people just buying them up and trying to list them for more than 10x, 20x the price, which is crazy, by the way. But I think the trajectory of Dragon Ball is really good. Still a hidden gem, still a hidden gem to a degree. And once people find out that, there is collectability in this, the artwork looks good, there's a community for it. The game is being played, not nearly as much, but the game is being played. I think the community will grow. and all of a sudden when the community grows, when the head of the dragon, the head of the people that first were in it is very strong, then you'll get everybody else to follow. Kind of like One Piece. Like One Piece grew so big because there was just so much super fans, right? A lot of super fans, a lot of people love it. They got into it naturally, and all of a sudden everybody wants a piece of One Piece. I think that Dragon Ball can kind of mimic the same in a smaller light. I don't think I'll ever hit that One Piece. Like you'll never see Mr. Beast talk about Dragon Ball or Tom Brady. I think right buying cards, probably not. But what would happen? What will happen? Right, I'm predicting this right now. That when Bandai can't keep up with One Piece prints, when everything gets scalped and Pokemon people get sick of, and it just seems like the barrier to entry is way too high now. All the good cards are already taken up. People want 10, 20, 30,000, hundreds of thousands for the best Pokemon cards. I think people are going to start looking at other IPs to collect something, right? Because like this is really fun. Like being able to open something, buy some $100 box and get some rare cards that look really nice, and your $100 can turn into what, $400 for this card, right? 500, 600 if you want to be, more fair, 700. Like this 2000 is crazy. I think eventually it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And once the One Piece hype kind of dwindles a little bit and the market corrects, then we're going to see a lot of people spread money somewhere else. Also, what I think is a really good buy, that's a hidden gem, are these energy markers. Like all of them. Like they have a really low hit rate, and they look really nice. I mean, I really like them. You could have picked this up for $300-400, right? You could have picked this up for $300-400. If you do find them within that 600-700 range, I would pull the trigger on this. I would 100% pull the trigger on this. Me personally, I can't because I spend way too much funds. I have one of these and it did cost that about just about. Um, and I have been buying some energy markers up. Like, look at this. Like now 235 now. This shit was like $100. You want 2x? I think energy markers are a hidden gem because these hit rates aren't easy to get, and this artwork is pretty unique. Like I have this one. This is really nice. Can't even buy it. I'm sure you can get it on eBay still for like raw card, what, $100? PSA 10, $400 at most, maybe. But energy markers are the big one that people aren't going to see coming. Everyone's going to understand the big hits, right? The Vegito, the Gogetas, the tournament hits, not tournament hits, tournament promos, secret alt arts, super secret alt arts, whatever they're called. But energy markers next in line to raise in value. Some of these are pretty, I would say, kind of justified. Like this is not justified. $150. I just opened up the 41 packs and got half of them hit gold, which I think is normal, right, for the hit rate. But I didn't get one Gohan. That's such a scam. I mean, like I can't be too sad. I got multiple Gokus, Vegeta, Broly, right? The Frieza, I guess, is fine. But as I was saying, this is really nice. I think this is pretty close to being a justified price now. I know it was $36, but I'm kind of biased on Son Goku. This one is now kind of a justified price. I have two of these at CGC right now. Hopefully they're both pristine 10s, but we'll do a review when they come back. So, as of now, the Dragon Ball market has inflated, and if you want to, you should be picking up a lot of what you can, right? Maybe don't pay the insane price. Like obviously no one's paying 67,000, right? Like don't be like this 900. If you can find something a little bit cheaper, I would pull the trigger on it now before the stuff just gets all bought out, sit in people's binders, and you can never find one again for less than a couple thousand. Like this Gogeta still, this is a pretty still okay deal for a championship promo. I would definitely pick them up if you could. Like these ones are so hard to justify. Like I don't know what it is about these cards, but I could never justify buying one. Serialized promo card. It's just and you already know when these are bought out. When people buy out these less than thousands, like this is it. Then you'll have Once every now and then you'll see someone liquidate it on eBay. But once this is out, then that's it. You'll never see under 1,000, under 1,500 again, unless you can snag a bid on eBay, which I think by then DBZ will be even more popular, and you won't be able to. So grab whatever you can now and hope for the best. And also keep a lookout on this dual evolution box, because I think this one is going to be a very big hitter. If you want to compare it with something, this could be like, I think this is very close to One Piece's op-13. So op-13 has the red mangas and everything, right? If you are into One Piece, right? So the top 10 cards, I think it's like 31,000. So top 10 cards add up to about 31,000 for market price. And I'm pretty sure that Dual Evolutions is gonna be like that. But it's so hard to justify this $200 price, because you just don't know yet, because Dragon Ball is just not that big. Because the trend usually is that when it comes out, it drops in price. That's usually how most sets go, right? I guess I don't know if Manga Booster 1 is a good example of this. Let's see. Yeah, like Manga Booster 1 is not a good example of this, because this is like a limited set. But then again, is Dual Evolution a limited set? Can we say that it's very close because of what's inside of it? Like Saiyan's Pride is average, right? Average stuff. Let's look at the box. Yeah, see, like, look at Saiyan's Pride. Come out $120. Now you can get it for half price. But what's inside of it is not nearly as impressive, though. Right? Like nothing. Like, you got a nice Gohan, sure. You got this. Like, this is a nice card, but I just don't think this compares to the secrets or the god rares inside. Huh. So, I guess you make that call if pre-ordering for $200 a box is worth it to you. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.